Good morning, Kate. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm so good. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. You and I are both here in the South. I'm in Charlotte. You're in Nashville. It's almost like we're neighbors here.
Exactly, practically.
Especially since the rain is gone. Did you get a bunch of that this weekend?
Oh gosh, yeah, it was crazy. But the sun came out yesterday. Took a nap outside. I'm revived.
You are very inspiring because you get the music business. In other words, you put in the dues. You played in coffee shops, and nowadays it seems like everybody's playing in grocery stores as well.
There you go. Basically.
I mean, because in reality, isn't that where you learn the eye-to-eye contact when you're at a coffee shop?
Absolutely. Absolutely. In those small, intimate environments, it's like it's just you and those people. So you got to be like, I am acknowledging you. I am looking you in the eye.
And
Good morning.
and playing those songs that, hey, oh my God, she sounds just like.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Music found you at such an early age. How did you answer that call and get people to step onto your path with you? Because so many creative people go unanswered.
Right. I mean, I've always just tried to write from my experience, but write in a way that includes the audience. I like to write from a perspective that makes it feel like a movie so you can watch it and it invites them in. And I think that paired with me just being a goofy goober that likes to make people have fun, fortunately made a winning combination to some extent. And I just like people. It's all about the audience for me. So I think that's served me well and hopefully served them well.
Man, you're speaking my street when you say that you like people, because the things that I do, people will say, why do you do this? I just like people. People just give me energy.
Exactly. Extrovert 101. Absolutely.
So now here's the thing about music, though, is it's like the one thing I've learned is that to share your story, where do you get the guts or the confidence to share your story through your music? Now, I understand it because I do that with my journals on iHeartRadio, but other people and other creative minds don't understand that next step where you go out there and you put it out there.
Yeah, it's a brave step for sure. And it's difficult every time to be like, am I ready to release this baby, these intimate thoughts into the world? But every time I've done it and had someone be like, oh, wow, you wrote something that really spoke to my human experience. You wrote something that like has helped me through a tough time or made me laugh when I needed it. Those moments make it so fulfilling and rewarding to put my own voice out there because I know that there's people that feel the same way. Yeah,
it's so true. It's so true. And they live vicariously through your words. And all of a sudden, they start showing up on your social media and become a part of your path.
Exactly. Just like how I'm a fan of Jack Black and everything he does, someone will find me and feel the same way.
For you to have that connection with Jack Black, because, I mean, this is a guy that we know him as this crazy actor, but man, when he gets up there with that music, he's serious.
Absolutely. That's what I love about him is he is a jack of all trades, no pun intended, or maybe pun intended, where, he can act, he can sing, and he's someone who we know him for being so funny and so goofy, but he is just pure talent. And I just love that he's never bashed people for putting him in the comedy box. He took it and he ran with it, and he's just made an awesome career. So that's what I like and hope to do in my own way. That's why I love him. And
I have to love him forever because he's always here in Charlotte. He's always doing something at the Comedy Zone with his music, or he's coming here to perform. And it's like, Jack, man, we just automatically love you.
Yes, totally.
Releasing an album in the 7th grade. You are such a lucky girl. My albums, they were cassette tapes, singing with a little horrible microphone, and my dad yelling at me in the background saying, "Shut up!"
Oh my gosh. I feel like that would be cool now. All the hipster kids are like, I want it on vinyl. I want it on a cassette. I'm like, sorry, I have iTunes.
That's so funny you bring that up because there was a kid I saw over the weekend. He was listening to to a CD. And I looked at him, I said, do you even know what you're listening to? Yeah, man, this is the coolest thing. We just found it at a flea market. I'm going, oh my God, this is weird. It
happened.
Yeah.
It happened. Uh-huh. Very weird.
To be 23 in Nashville, that's a big town for a 23-year-old. How do you fit in?
Ooh, I think I've carved my own little space here. I love it in Nashville because people truly are so nice and supportive of each other's music, which I found surprising and wonderful. And I think because I'm so uniquely me in that I play jazz guitar, I wear funky clothes, and I have a very established sound, I think it's really fun to be surrounded by people doing different stuff who appreciate what I do and that it has its own little niche. So yeah, it's fun.
I just feel like Brandi Carlile just talked to me. I mean, my God, I love that about you.
Oh my gosh. And I love Brandi Carlile. What another legend.
Absolutely. Well, because it's all about exploration and then finding the faith in yourself to take what you're feeling and make it work.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you get into that zone where it's, because so many people have shared with me that I don't go into the studio to write a hit song. I go into the studio to release a song.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, I feel like the art part of writing music is that songs, you practice all the time and write a million terrible songs so that when you do get into the studio, you hope lightning strikes and the magic of a song truly just coming out of the ether happens. And I feel like that's what I practice towards every single day. I've written a ton of bad songs, but when the perfect one strikes, it almost feels like an out-of-body experience. The universe being like, here's the golden nugget. You paid your dues. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice, though, for sure.
Randy Bachman of Bachman Turner Overdrive and the Guess Who once said to me, he says, you only know me for my hits. You got to listen and listen to the strikeouts as well. And you seem to be the same type of person where it's like, you got to hear where I messed up as well to understand who I am as an entertainer.
Totally. I mean, even though it's so awesome, so proud of 7th grade Kate that she put out a record. That was brave. You go, girl. It's also like, is it the best thing in the world? No, but I did it, and it captures a moment of my life. And like most pieces of art, I feel like it's just like a time capsule of a moment or a sentiment. And not all of it's perfect, but that's what makes it art.
Do you ever go back and listen to it? And the reason why I bring that up is because I do have a lot of recorded music. And when I step back into it, I don't become 1985 Arrow. It's 2023 Arrow, understanding what he was speaking to into the future.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Whenever I look back, it's almost like a communication with that Kate that's literally stuck in the past.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's cool to see the way that those like feelings have transformed over the years, and the life experience has transformed from what felt so important to me in the 7th grade that is now, something I probably don't even think about now,
Studying the music business, does the artist ever get in the way of the person that wants to make sure the business is taken care of first?
Ooh, I would say it's the other way around.
Really?
Yeah, for me, which I would say in some ways is fortunate and in some ways is terrible. I am a very business-minded person. I get really excited by okay, the tour logistics, the blah, 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 like putting the spreadsheet together. I'm a nerd. And so sometimes I think I get so caught up in making the business successful like that, then I'm like, where's the time to be creative?
Yep.
I'm missing that. So.
Wow. Where can people go to find out more about you, support your 7th grade Kate album and and everything else?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no need to listen to that one. Listen to the album that came out last year, post-college Kate. But people can find me at Kate M. Cosentino, very long Italian last name, on any social media. And you can find me on any streaming platform you listen to music on at Kate Cosentino.
Oh, man. You got to come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you, Miss Kate.
Appreciate it. So good to meet you.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay?
Thank you. I will. You too.